Floetic, welcome to Talking Music Business with Carol Dorsey. You know, this is a thing I do, and I do it because I feel I'm exclusive with my interviews. No anybody can get my interviews. So now I'm tapping into artists that are putting in their work like they supposed to. And you know, you one of the winners from my Talking Music Business with Carol Dorsey and Akeisha Baker. And I saw that your talent is very unique. It's very unique. And I want to, you know, as I'm talking to people, I want y'all to understand that this interview that I'm giving, I'm going to pull out key points with him to show that he is one of the hip-hop artists of the day that you should pay close attention to.
A little bit of everything. I was born here.
All right.
I stayed here until like middle school.
Okay, what set? I don't go off sets. I don't do it because you know the New Orleans, we had the third ward, fourth ward, fifth ward, all that. But were you east side, west side, what?
I was east side for like elementary, then when I moved over to the west side, that was for like middle school.
Okay, so you Michigan then. You represent the D. That's what it's about.
Yeah, and then I've been out in Ipsy since.
Okay.
Then, so
no, I've been having a lot of artists come from Ipsy to showcase, period. A lot of them come to not just mine, but other showcases like this. So Ipsy staying up.
Yeah, you know what? They're finally getting attention because it's crazy because it's hard for people who not from Detroit or really recognized as being from Detroit. It's really hard for them to get that respect here.
I noticed that, you know, that has been the pet peeve and say Detroit is my second home. You know, that always been the pet peeve. They said, but they accept me well. Yeah, they accept me well. So it makes me wonder, because they always say, well, you know, it's hard to accept others outside, so you just got to show and prove. It really don't speak on where you're from, because it's got to speak for itself. It's, you know, Michigan. Shit. That's what it is. It's Michigan. That's the whole thing.
When I was young, it was when I got older. As a kid coming up, I was more into dance.
What kind of dance?
My mom was a professional dancer, more hip hop.
Okay.
You know, and of course, you know, I was the kid that had the Michael Jackson.
Yeah, that's legendary. He gonna live till we all die.
The TV even through
he gonna live forever. Yeah.
But as I got older, I started taking dancing more serious.
Okay.
And I started a dance crew called MVR Flow at the University of Michigan in Ann Arbor. Yeah. And
y'all was doing your thing? Because you know, you think you can dance? What, y'all was on that level? You think you can dance?
You know,
or what?
we wound up separating before we really did that, but we won competitions. We opened up, you know, for different artists. I wound up choreographing. I choreographed music videos, background dance. I taught workshops. Actually, dancing at one point was my 9 to 5. I made pretty good money. Dancing. Then I started picking up different arts, modern dance, ballet. But my strength was hip hop. You know, a lot of popping. And my mother was a locker. She had a group that was real big in Detroit back in the day. Okay. They was called TNT Incorporated. Yeah. You know, that was a big group years back in the day. Most people who's from Detroit that was around that dancing area, they heard of them. So, yeah, so I was doing dancing, but dancing just so happened to open up a little, you know, more.
Open up more avenues. So, in the midst of that, you dancing, doing your hip hop dancing, was you adapting more to become a hip hop artist? Meaning outside the dancer because of the musical style you was hearing and the choreograph you was creating?
That did play a part, and then moving down south.
No, you had a little chance to get a taste of my world, huh?
Yeah, I moved down south to Jackson, Mississippi around, I think that was 2003. I moved down there, and I had some cousins that was in the music industry down there, and just hanging around them, being a rap artist, you know. I always was into writing. Yeah. You know, because I was always a kid that had a lot of anger, so my therapy was that pen and that pad.
Sweet.
You know, I write, so I just had an itch for it, so I decided to take a chance with it, and I wound up realizing I was pretty good. My cousin, they had something going on with Lil Boosie. gave me an opportunity to open up a little Boosie out there in Jackson, Mississippi.
Yeah.
This was on years back, you know, and I was like, yeah, I can do it.
The pen and pad, well, when you sat down and you was writing your pen and pad, was something that, how was your method of writing since you was releasing your anger? How you turned it into rap format? Because rapping is considered rhyming words.
Right. You know, it started off as like just my thoughts, and then I'm the type of person who likes to make change, so to say. One of the biggest influences today is music. You know, and I went from just writing my thoughts to turning it into poetry, and from poetry into music. So when you hear my music, you hear it coming from more of a personal place. You know, I just don't. I do it for the fans, but it's still like therapy for me. But the fans can benefit from it because I speak on different situations that they may have been through in their lives, may be afraid to talk about it, vocalize it, so they can probably hear my story and take how I went through what I went through and how I rose above it, and hopefully take that and make a change in their lives. So I do it for that and kids, you know. Tupac, T.I., Nas. You know, I've always been a big T.I. fan, and you know, I always saw myself with Grand Hustle. And I've been trying to take whatever avenues I can get to get to Grand Hustle. You know, I done dealt with different little labels and talked to, you know, some A&Rs, but Grand Hustle is I just feel like that'll fit me. So eventually.
Yeah, it can work out. You know, it all says you putting in the work. Look, this is the beginning. Look, when you reach here, I mean, there's doors about to open now.
Well, hey, well, hopefully, you know,
you
see this, T.I., you know, I don't know, but he see this, yo, you know.
Yeah.
I just feel like it's time for a change. Like, honestly, I don't really respect a lot of the music that's out today. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's just, I don't listen to radio no more.
You know what? A lot of people been telling me. You know, a lot of people been telling me that. Which, in one of my classes, the one Thursday, I mean, I was so 100 this Thursday. I explained the difference. What people don't understand is that radio broadcasting was for news, talk show, politics. It never was for music. 30 years ago, they added music. 30 to 40 years ago, they added music, added to our edit. Say it was never for broadcasting news, talk shows, politicians and stuff like that to get the weather and everything. It never was formatted for music. They put it and made it an added incentive. So I'll be telling everybody that's really not your goal, and internet radio is taking over. So that's why I make sure you get the first on the Planet Radio 100 to be interviewed on that, because the underground world is taking over. So the internet world is taking over for as hip hop, because more music is played online. That's why you got your Sound Exchange now, and you got your YouTube and stuff. It makes more sense where you can get paid from it. Yeah. Because it's taking over the digital world.
Yeah, that's true. That's true.
That's good. I had to throw that in there. I gave you that knowledge just now.
I agree. You know, I mean, you know, but like I do, you know, agree with it. That's why, you know, I'm trying to make sure, you know, I'm on top of my game, and you know, I'm gonna make sure I stay unique, stay me.
Yeah.
You know, because I go to these showcases, and I've been performing at so many different showcases.
You have to. It's, like I said, it's more about practice. Experience to adapt, because you never know who you might meet in there.
Oh yeah, and that's why I go, you know, and from going through all the ups and downs that I've been through, I learned so much. I started Team Fly High from nothing and just building it from the ground up. And now my whole team is built in over 5 states, and now we actually officially is international. Like,
you gonna have to tell me. You talking about Team Fly High? Wait, you jumping the gun on me. What is Team Fly High? When it started?
That's my marketing management company.
Okay, when it started, what made you do it?
I did. It actually came from my first single, which was called Fly High.
Okay.
My first album, Takeover. So the team started growing, and you know, I decided, 2014, to really make it an official company. So I went, you know, got the name and everything.
Did the work, did the reach, did the handle the business. Yep, that's what I'm saying.
Merged with a big company out of New York, 405 Media Group, merged with them. And
they sweet.
It took us international, and you know, we doing good. So Team Fly High basically trying to offer every market opportunity needed to promote an artist or even a company.
Of course.
Commercials, whatever. And I just learned how to do all that just from the mistakes I made, the mistakes I've seen other people made. I got where I got by not taking no for an answer. Everybody know me. I work hard, and if another artist say they work hard than me, then I think that's disrespect, because I feel like I work that hard. I don't sleep. I sleep about an hour a day.
You like me? No, I get about 3. Not 3, possible 5. 5 is my full day, but my minimum is 3. But if I max out at 5, I can be up a week.
Right.
Because I barely see. Because I say you know the old saying say, I know your parents didn't heard it say that. You know, I sleep when I die.
And that's kind of my mentality. And because of that, you know, I work hard with. I went through 6 managers because nobody can keep up.
So you gotta be thorough.
Learn the business to the point where I got so good at just being self-managed to where it was like I really didn't even need it no more. You know, and even with music, I go through so many different producers because
you can do that. That's your way. You can do that. I mean, a lot of like Jay-Z, you know, he was an artist, you know, at first, and he's still an artist, but he manages himself because it's all on the character of the person.
Right.
See, your character carries you as a boss. So sometimes it's not meant for everyone to have a manager to do things, but what I do tell artists, and even that, like, you can say Jay-Z, is not really a manager, but more or less as an assistant, because you do need somebody to be the in-between person of you, because you have your boss mentality, you're doing your business, you're handling your thing, but you need that lazy ops person to handle that, because you're going to make the decision on yourself that's best for you anyway. But I always recommend that lazy ops, and is more of an assistant, like, to stop it where you won't have to, because sometimes it gets to a point where it's a lot of back and forth negotiation. You set on being an artist, being a boss, running your business, doing everything, and you got to just say, know what, deal with them. They're gonna give me the key points, and if I feel this is beneficial for me, this is what I want. Bam, 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 bam. So
you know, my brother,
you're molding him. You're molding him. You're turning him to a OG. You turn him to an OG.
Yeah, you know, trying to, you know, but he helps with a lot of stuff.
That's good.
You know, and he kind of goes out of town with me, because between now and 2016, like, we got a lot of travel in New York, Vegas, Florida,
do it, baby.
Mississippi, Australia, and London. Like, so there's a lot of travel, and it's all stuff that, you know, like, this is out of pocket. You know what I'm saying? But
of course, but it takes that. You know, it's. Man, you should have been there Thursday. I spoke on this here. They was about, I spoke the real on far as what it takes to, you know, what it takes to be an artist, and what is missing, that every artist is missing. They missing that label backing, which require a lot of things that you're talking about. You know, label paid for traveling, promotional traveling, and the marketing, promotion, PR, videos, print, magazine, and everything that the labels pay. We took that away by allowing bootlegging to exist, because any business person, they base it on risk. See, the risk is too high in hip-hop, and that's what I keep telling people, and they don't understand. So you keep buying bootleg, you just don't know. That's why the label's not doing nothing no more.
I don't blame them,
because you took the risk to a high level where they say, okay, if we put in hip-hop this or this here, 9 out of 10 a bootlegger gonna go buy it, do it, sell it. So what is his fan base credible enough to surpass a bootlegger and go into the store to buy it? See, that's where the questions, and then that's where it comes where your musical talent is headed. People got to realize that. R&B, not just hip hop.
Yeah.
You combine them both.
Yeah,
Which
yeah.
that's the new wave today. The R&B mixed with hip hop is kind of pulling the hip hop artists into a more of an R&B lifestyle where they can generate a fan base on that, as well as the hip hop artists, where the R&B artists tapping into the hip hop world. So it's like cross promotion.
So yeah, I completely changed my whole style from when I first started doing music down south to the first release album Takeover. You know, I started off on like the street stuff, but then I'm always thinking, you know, and the one thing I always tell my team is that don't segregate your money.
Never.
Because when you just go straight hood and just
it limits your demographics.
It limits your demographic, and that segregates your money. You know, so no cursing, no degrading women, not saying nigga, nothing.
Of course,
nothing
that's what I'm talking about.
It's a challenge, but like a lot of people, you know, they look at that, a lot of these rappers today, and they kind of, you know, they're
getting tired of that. You know, a lot of them, they're getting tired. I do a lot of research and studying. A lot of people are getting tired of hearing about the dope money, tired of hearing about slinging a dollar hoes, and they're getting tired of that.
You know what?
So it's really going lyrical now.
I can respect it if that's your story, but what I don't like is when you like brag upon it. And the reason why I say that is because being in the industry, whether you in music or you're an athlete or whatever, you got kids that look up to us. So when you speak on that lifestyle that you used to live, and you bragging about it like it's something good, you know, that can be like an influence on one of these kids that are listening to the music.
You got a second album, right? That you working on?
Working on, it's called, so far the title right now is called LPS, Love, Pain, and Success. It'll be right now, right now, like a club track after I'm thinking about dropping it down.
Yeah, dropping down about 7.
You know, because I write so much. You know, I got 4 albums already written for 2014. You know
That's what I'm talking about, never stop.
And I'm still writing, you know, but, you know, the album is single after single after single.
That's what, look for all singles, look for all singles.
So, but that's coming along, good. Let me tell you something. I've been through the point of MCs not even wanting to get on the track with me. Am I right? Yeah. Not even wanting to get on the track with me because I feel it's fear that they're gonna get exposed. If you know somebody's sick like that, and you know you decent, and you know you really ain't that cold, and you get on the track with me, I feel like these cats don't get on these tracks with me because they feel like they're gonna get exposed. It was a point to where I was willing to pay artists to get on my album to feature. They wouldn't do it. They would not feature. And I'm
ready for this album.
And like, I knew it had nothing to do with me being garbage. You know,
totally.
Only people who got me was the people that was part of Team Fly High. I was reaching out to people everywhere. London, I was trying to find the coldest MCs like us. I don't want no easy way out. Just like T.I., I respect T.I. because T.I. has featured with some of the best in the game, and he always holds his own.
Sure have.
He always holds his own. And that's the way I feel. I feel like there's no artist out here that I can get on the track with and not hold my own.